What's going on, everybody? All right, so today's video is brought to you by who's it?
We don't have a sponsor yet.
What?
We don't have a sponsor yet.
Oh, all right. Well, if you'd like to sponsor the channel, that'd be awesome. You can just hit us up right now. Let's get to that video. I got a oil pan right here. I've already reworked it a little bit. Wound up moving the motor back in the Cougar like 6 inches. So I needed to clearance the oil pan on the cross member, but in doing that, you lose a little bit of oil capacity in the pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make the pan a little bigger, and hopefully it don't leak. Okay, so I skipped a bunch of stuff here and wound up making a little side extension for the oil pan. I'll go like that. We'll weld it on the sides, and then I'll just fill in the front. Doing this on both sides, it should be able to hold at least another quart and a half from where I had to cut it to get it to clear the cross member. So hopefully we're not losing ground here, and it should be good. Okay, so instead of, this is going to sit right here like this. Instead of trying to cut the whole bottom side of the pan off and putting baffles in and all kinds of stuff, which, I mean, baffles do work, but I'm not going to be road racing or anything. I mean, if anything, it'll probably go down the drag strip quite a few times. So instead of trying to cut this whole section out, I'm just going to drill some holes in it, so it will at least somewhat have a baffle. It won't be able to just slosh around in there all willy-nilly or anything. So let's do that. Get that done. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, why don't you just spend $450 on a oil pan that's got all the good shit in it? Well, I don't want to spend $450 on an oil pan that I don't need. When good old American ingenuity, I can just make the shit I need. We'll put a couple more ones in. Already here, we got the space. Might as well. Kind of how this whole project has been done is like, well, we're already here, might as well. We all know that's a bad idea. I feel like we can probably get away with one more. We can probably get away with one more hole here. And there. Perfect, those are coming right off the bottom. Alright, let's get those cleaned up and get this thing kind of ground down, and we'll get, at least maybe try to get this side tacked on there. And then we'll get to the next side. Okay, here we go. This thing tacked up here, fitted. Go. Just got to fill in the ends. I'm starting to get a little more racy. Oh shit. Alright, and just like that, I got another side. So, let's get this thing laid out on this side. We got where we're going to drill our holes at, and we'll go from there. Pretty good. And I think once we get this other side tacked up there, then we'll make our front and we'll be good to go. And then I just got to clean this thing out really good and great, doesn't leak. I'll water check it before I put it on the car. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. But I'm doing it. Never stopped me before. I'm actually in the frame this time instead of like the first half of the video where my big ass was not in frame. So as you can see, last night kept going. Got both sides welded on. Got both of our front pieces on here. All I got to do now is just the two pieces in the back, and we'll get it cleaned up, and then we'll water check it and see if it leaks water anywhere, if it's got any leaks or anything in it, and then we'll just go back through with the welder and fix those little spots. All right, here we go. Okay, we got our pieces made, get them cleaned up, and then we'll get them all tacked on here. All right, now we got it all welded up, fronts and backs. Actually looks really good. So let's do the MIG welder shuffle and grind this shit down, and then after that we'll do a water check and see if it's leaking. Okay, so just did the first water test. I had a couple leaky spots, but for the most part, it wasn't too bad. For doing the water test, basically just fill it all the way up with water, and where it starts coming out, that's where you got to fix it. So let's, I'm gonna get to that right now. Start fixing our little bad spots, and then we'll check it again. Nothing says RaceCar like a badass oil pan that you didn't buy, that you made. All right, let's water test this thing again and see what we got. All right, so last water test, it was good. No leaks, no nothing. I'm just finished getting it cleaned up and get it ready so we can get it painted and wait for the motor to be assembled. This horse shit. Yeah. All right, so the last water test was good. We had no leaks at all. Right now I'm just grinding the paint off of it and get it cleaned up so we can get it painted. But yeah, so you can save yourself some money, not spending 450 bucks on an oil pan. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.